Political figures from both sides of the Irish border have reacted with outrage to Boris Johnson's reported plan to rip up the Brexit withdrawal agreement, including elements of the special arrangements for Northern Ireland. The Prime Minister is understood to be planning new legislation to override key parts of the agreement, the treaty that sealed Britain's exit from the EU in January, in a move that could risk collapsing the UK-EU trade talks. Sections of the Internal Market Bill, due to be published on Wednesday, are expected to eliminate the legal force of the withdrawal agreement in areas including state aid and Northern Ireland customs. As part of the terms of the existing Northern Ireland Protocol, the region is expected to continue to follow some EU rules after the transition period ends in 2021 to ensure there is no hard border, but this could be overruled under the new legislation. Irish Foreign Minister Simon Coveney said the reported development would be a very unwise way to proceed. Senior members of Northern Ireland's Sinn Féin and SDLP parties, the region's two largest Irish nationalist groups, also criticised Mr Johnson's plan. Northern Ireland Deputy First Minister Michelle O'Neill warned any threat of backtracking on the protocol would be a treacherous betrayal which would inflict irreversible harm on the All-Ireland economy and the Good Friday Agreement. Ms. O'Neill stressed the need for the protocol to be fully implemented as soon as possible and to avoid any border in Ireland. SDLP leader Colm Eastwood said the government would be undermining the Good Friday Agreement, risking the future of the UK and destroying its own credibility on the world stage if it proceeded with one of the most reckless acts concerning Ireland by a British government in a long time. Mr. Eastwood said, "It's absolutely astonishing that any government who says they want to go and do trade deals around the world would just rip up an agreement that they made a few months ago with the European Union. And what they would be doing in that would be undermining the Good Friday Agreement, which is an agreement voted for by the vast majority of people on the island of Ireland. They'd be risking a hard border in our country and they'd be threatening the peace and security that we've built up over decades. It would be the most reckless act that a British government, and they've made many reckless acts in Ireland, in a long time, and if they do this their international credibility I think would be shot to pieces." Mr. Eastwood said he hoped the reported maneuverings by the government were just posturing, because if they try to do this at the same time as trying to convince people in Scotland and Northern Ireland about the future of their union, well they may as well forget about that as well, because people here will see this as a tremendous act of bad faith.